Hey everyone, Seth Campbell here. Welcome back to The Legend of Zelda: The Wind Waker. In the last episode, we filled out our sea chart completely. And in addition to that, we got the ghost ship chart, which will allow us to board the mysterious ghost ship. So I, for one, say we do that right now. If our flashing chart that we now have, thanks to opening the ghost ship chart, we now see the flashing mark on our sea chart. That is the ghost ship. It is, if that is to be believed, it is on Crescent Moon Island. So I say we go to Windfall and sail northeast. There it is. So here's how it's going to be at this point. Now that we have filled out the sea chart and we know where all the islands are, I am going to presently pursue the remaining Triforce charts and possibly pick up a few other things in the process. And then once we have the Triforce charts, we will chase down the Triforce shards and anything else that we can find around the Great Sea, because it is getting time to check off every last thing on our list, because we are approaching the end of our adventure. We're not really there yet, but we're approaching it, which is hard to believe. I could probably use a sail. That would be helpful. And it would also probably be helpful if I didn't sail straight into the dock. Occurs to me Beetle was there. I could have used my complimentary ID, but I didn't. So we're going to have to do that a little later. Anyway, once we get far enough away from Windfall, the day-night cycle will start moving again. So we just have to hope we have enough time. Obviously, the ghost ship will disappear as soon as the sun rises, because what fun would a ghost ship be during the day? Oh, I don't know. We might not make it. Looking at that, well, we might. Okay, so it's not the dead of night, it's the early hours of the morning, but I think I see something on the horizon over there. Coming just into focus. No! No! Okay, note to self. Day breaks the instant you cross that sort of midline there. Well, so much for that. And of course, the annoying thing is that the ghost ship appears at a different island every night depending on the phase of the moon. So, let's see. Let's check our charts. Oh! Oh, no, wait, that's one we got already. Treasure charts are another thing we're going to be taking care of over the course of the next few episodes. But let's see, ghost ship chart. Okay, so it was just Crescent Moon. So it is going to be at, I believe that's Diamond Step Isle next, assuming it goes clockwise. I think it does. Which, oddly enough, is where we found the ghost ship chart. Of course, it'll show up on our sea chart anyway. What else did I want to... I thought I wanted to look at something else here, but I guess... Oh, the incredible chart. So as we see, one Triforce chart is on the ghost ship, and they very helpfully, you know, cross the charts out when you've got them. So let's see, Diamond Step is down at the bottom left corner, and there's one that appears to be in a cannon boat, one to the north of that. Oh, Blue Choo Choo. Let's see. Have I gotten jelly from this guy yet? Probably, because this chest is open. Yep. Okay, so much for that. Well, anyway. Okay, I've been taking notes fairly diligently, but every now and then there are so many of things that I don't necessarily remember accurately whether or not I did one. I saw a submarine around here, didn't I? Yes. I am just going to double check that I did what I need to do in the submarine. If I did, then I will cut right to warping to the southwest corner of the Great Sea. If not, then we will just see what is in this submarine. Okay, I can see that I already did this. This is a trick oh, yeah, it's this one. If you go into the submarines, you're not sure if you did them, you can look through the telescope at the chest on the far end. If there is a chest and it's an open chest, then you've done it. Anyway, to the southwest we go. I guess Great Fish is... I could go to Great Fish or Outset, but Great Fish will get me closer to the chart that is apparently in a cannon ship. And since it's still daytime, we'll take care of that. Which means we're sailing southwest. And I'll meet you when we get to anything interesting. Well, wouldn't you know it, we're right back at Needle Rock Island, the place we started this video, so we just did a big boomerang for nothing. But, if I'm not mistaken, just over this way are some mysterious cannon ships that are just kind of floating around in the middle of the sea here. Probably shouldn't sail so close. This is probably a bad idea. But would you look at that? One of them is gold. And if that is not suspicious, I don't know what is. But sailing into the middle of all three of these guys was probably a really dumb idea. Especially because this cannon moves very slowly. Oh! Well, that was handy. One of them took down the other ones. Of course, I'm still in trouble here. Yeah. Take down these guys, just give me some breathing room, because otherwise they'll never let me haul up the treasure. Oh, no, shut up. We can overturn that. Yeah. I don't know if I mentioned this before, I probably did, but I do love how the King of Red Lions ducks out of the way of the cannon. I think that's really cute. Okay, last one, just for the peace of mind. Gotcha. Okay. Now, we have something really important over here. These things first. Let's see what goodies we can get out of this. Awesome. Now, just close enough, I hope so. Yep. We got another Triforce chart. That makes 4 out of the 8. Of course, we still have to get it deciphered. But with night falling, you could even see it already on the sea chart there. The ghost ship is at Diamond Step Island, 1 square south of us. And so I suggest we go there. And I will see you shortly. Well, here we are, and there it is, the ghost ship. Now, when we sailed at this thing before, it disappeared, but now that we have the chart, we can sail straight into it, and isn't that creepy? Now, the interior of the ghost ship, I mean, it kind of looks like the pirate ship, honestly. But as you would expect in the ghost ship, ghosts. Specifically pose and wizrobes. But there are these little... Uh-oh. That's right, you can zap them out with the light. These little beams of light that you can use. Oh, re-deads as well. Here we got all sorts of the living undead on the ghost ship. Which I guess makes total sense. Oh boy. Alright. Oh, these are summoning wizrobes. Crikey. That's, yep, and Stelphos! Yeah, I think that about covers the undead spectrum. We try to get the wizrobes first because they keep summoning. Where is he? Oh. A few whacks at this guy. Oh, there he is, there he is. All right, triple shot. That's kind of hard to do, honestly. It doesn't usually stay long enough to do that. Oh, that's weird. I don't think I've ever seen the head and the torso carry on without the legs. Hopefully, can I get him in one? Can I get him in one? Yes! Shouldn't say this out loud, but I'm having good luck with timing so far tonight. Of course, now that I say that, that's not going to last. But this treasure chest is now available to us, as are lots of rupees, which you might expect to find on a roving ship of the undead. Though come to think of it, why you would expect to find that, I don't know. But we're going to need these rupees. But we're definitely going to need what is in this chest, because it is another Triforce chart. 5 out of 8. Oh yeah, and that horrifying exit. And when you exit the ghost ship, you will find that it is daytime. I don't think it matters how long you take in there, it'll always be daytime. Let's see, so where to now, you may ask? Well, we can consult. Let's open these new Triforce charts, even though we can't read them. Out of practice with these controls. Let's check out the incredible chart. And we can see that actually they're all on this third row of quadrants from the bottom. So I say we sail northeast and then head due east. And I will meet you as we get close to that first quadrant. taking a slight detour because I spotted a tower here. Wanted to make sure there was nothing of any particular value on it that I would be missing. No cannons, which is a good sign. Vocoblend and Wizrobes. Oh boy. Multiple Wizrobes. See, I told you it was hard to hit him multiple times. So much for my luck as far as timing is going. These guys just feel like they're disappearing faster. I mean, it's the color of the robe. I don't know. Well, it's a chest. It's a spoils-style chest, so probably nothing of any extreme value, but... Oh, skull necklace. Well... Can sell it to Beetle, I guess. Some extra rupees if we need them. Anyway, back to sailing east. And here we are at Stone Watcher Island, an island we added to our chart a little while back, but did not pursue because I'm pretty sure at the time we could not pursue the island's secrets for reasons that will become apparent in just a moment. I'm waiting for a blue choo-choo ambush. This seems like the place. What's Old Man Ho-Ho looking at? Ho-ho! My, that battery of mounted guns is a dangerous thing. If only someone could blow the entire lot of them to bits. It is such a shame they exist, for there is something wonderful hidden there. Okay, well, we'll have to check out that sea platform as soon as we're done here. Crazy old men with telescopes who all dress the same and talk the same rarely steer you wrong, you know? So yes, it is another giant stone head, thus the Stone Watcher. And I think they're gonna have to come up with a new name for the island now, because we just destroyed it. And so it is another of these underground, I don't even know what you'd call these. Just ruins or temples or kind of like battle gauntlets, I guess. But so we know how this goes. I've already used up my Chamber of 32 Doors reference. I need another song. But anyway, we know how this goes. Each room has a battle. This room is Armos. I believe Armos is singular and plural, like fish. I don't think it's Armoses, Armai. Never really thought about that before, oddly enough. What is it? The plural of Armos is, I assume, Armos. But yes, much like last time, now a flame will appear above the door, meaning that that room has been cleared. On to this one, Moblins. Alright, that takes care of them. Two down, two to go. Yeah, I was afraid of that. When you walk into a room that you know is a battle in one of these, and there doesn't appear to be anything, there's a few things it could be. None of them great. It could be a lot of choo-choos, because those often drop from the ceiling. Could be Stalfos that sort of dig themselves out of the ground. Or it's going to be Wizrobes because they just appear out of thin air. Although that one probably should have appeared out of thin air further away from me if he wanted to live. And now we have one more. Bokoblins. Okay. This should be doable. Not much of a challenge there. Sorry, guys. Oh, joy pendants. Oh, yeah. The Dark Nuts. I forgot they do this. Much like any other battle with Dark Nuts where there are giant pillars, their swords can cut the pillars, which can give you hearts, rupees, whatever, if you want to tempt them to swing in that direction. But it's probably more danger than it's worth at this point, especially if these guys give you trouble. Red rupee's nice, though. Ah. Yep, that parry attack really helps. And that opens the door with the big Hyrule crest above it. Now, something I don't think I've shown before is that after the battle, you can pick up their sword and then you can swing it and hit the pillars, knock them down. So if you want to get all the rupees out of it, this would be the way. Although, I really don't think I was standing in the way of the falling pillar there, but you know, you do want to be careful. Ooh, lots of rupees in that one. I saw a purple in there. That's good. Again, we will need these, and I'll soon explain why. Here we are again, a wind crest, and we know what that means. Treasure chest, and we know what is in this treasure chest. It's another Triforce chart. Let's see, remember the pots in these chambers usually have a lot of rupees, so good to get what you can. And we now have 6 out of the 8 Triforce charts, just like that. And we know the other 2 are just east of here. Now, the last couple episodes have been really long. I want to try to make them a little bit shorter going forward. That said, there is one last thing I want to do in this video, and then in the next one we will get the last couple Triforce charts. Those are the words I was looking for. For this one, I want to take care of the sea platform that the old man Ho-Ho was looking at. And it has a lot of cannons. I think this might be the one that much earlier in this Let's Play I had attempted to take care of, and I ran out of bombs on the last cannon. That could have been this one. So while I am firing away at these cannons, I figure I can tell a story. And I want to tell a grandpa story, because at the time of recording this, it's been just a couple weeks since my grandpa, my dear grandpa Ed Murray, passed away. And in the 24 years that I got to spend with him, he and I were very close, and I've got some wonderful stories about him. And I figure this is as good a place to tell them as any and have them archived for posterity, and I think you'll enjoy them too. So, my grandpa and I, both big sports fans. You know, he was in his high school and college days, he played football, played basketball, really athletic guy. I'm not athletic, but we shared a bond in our love of watching sports, particularly football, and particularly NFL football. So much so, in fact, that for the last 18 years, or 17 years, starting in the 2002 NFL season, all the way up through midway through the 2018 season, which is when he passed away, we would call each other every week during football season and pick who we thought was going to win every game. And we'd keep a record. We'd keep a tally and see who had more wins over the course of the year. Now, we did this, we completed a total of 17 seasons of this, and he beat me, I guess we completed 16 seasons, right, because 2002 to 2017, and he beat me 14 out of those 16. But I want to tell the story of one memorable finish, because a couple of times we get right up. Oh yeah, there's a treasure chest, and would you look at it, it's one of those spiky ones, which means it's good. So we got right up to the Super Bowl in the 2015 season. So the Super Bowl in February of 2016. And we were tied for wins and losses for having picked all the games in the year. He and I were exactly tied. Now, the Super Bowl that year was the Denver Broncos and the Carolina Panthers. It was Super Bowl 50. So, you know, it was a big milestone Super Bowl. It was a big deal. The Denver Broncos had a great defense, like an all-time great defense, led by Von Miller and such. And the ghost of Peyton Manning was the quarterback. Like, he probably should have retired a year or two earlier. The Carolina Panthers had gone 15-1 during the regular season. Cam Newton, the quarterback, Luke Kuechly leading the defense, one of the best all-around teams the NFL has ever seen. Oh, I have been up here before, because there's this spoils chest that's open. Okay, yeah, so this must have been the one I went to before. So, we both believed the Carolina Panthers were going to win this game. And I'm going to open this chest while I tell this story. So, we were both pretty sure the Carolina Panthers are going to win this game. It's a piece of heart, which you could have guessed from the chest. There we go. But we didn't want to just both pick the Panthers, be right, and, you know, have a tie end of the season. We'd never done that before. In fact, the one previous time that we had had a tie going into the Super Bowl, we actually picked little pocket-sized football helmets of the Colts and Saints out of a spare top hat that I happened to have lying around. But unfortunately, we weren't going to see each other, so we couldn't pick pocket-sized helmets out of a top hat this time. So what we did is we got on speakerphone, his grandpa and I and my grandma, who was impartial. So she would roll dice, a set of 3 dice, one roll for me and one roll for Grandpa. And whichever of us got a roll that had a higher sum total would get the pick, to get to pick the Panthers. Because, of course, the Panthers were going to win this game. There was no way, like, the Panthers had a great offense and defense. Peyton Manning, legendary quarterback, but definitely past his prime. There was no way the Broncos were going to be able to stop the Panthers. And so we do the dice rolls, and I come up higher. So I pick the Panthers. I figure this is awesome. For just the 3rd time in 14 years, I'm actually going to win the picks. Well, for any of you football fans who may be watching this, you know how that game turned out. The Broncos won. Kind of inexplicably, honestly, because their defense was just that good. And so, the moral of this story... Well, A, this is why my grandpa beat me 14 out of 16 completed years. And I'm just, incidentally, for those wondering, just going to the next quadrant that has a Triforce chart. And that's where we'll end this video as I finish the story. So, but the moral of this story is that even when I win, as in the dice roll, I still end up losing. But, you know, in the end, it's an even better story because of that, isn't it? That's one of many fond Grandpa Ed memories, which I'm sure many more will appear in videos to come whenever I need to kill some time. But as we wind things down, we are approaching the private oasis, which now belongs to us because we gave a teacher some jewelry, which still seems kind of weird. And there is... Yeah, actually, let's get that treasure chart spot. Then we'll call it an episode. I know it's around here. I must have passed it. Come on, where is it? There it is, this one. Okay. Grappling hook. Almost there. Let's see what we got. Silver rupee, 200 rupees, fantastic. So with that, we will dock our ship here at our own private island. And as this episode ends... Oh! I didn't realize this. This is apparently a healing spring. That is really cool. Yep. So, as we finish things off, we will just sit in this chaise here. Have a nice tropical drink. And relax to the sounds of the waterfall. See you guys in the next episode.